Hey, I just found out today that I am a member of the 1% Club. Not that 1% Club, I wish. But no, this is another group of one percenters that aren't nearly as much fun. According to ChatGPT, only 1.2% of Americans are between the ages of 85 and 89. It's a celebrity fill club with names like Mick Jagger, Paul McCartney, Bob Dylan, soon to be members. I'm constantly reminded when some asshole messages me on seeing one of these comments, always saying something disparaging about my age, but I can take that. The reason I bring this up is not because I'm proud of it. I didn't do anything in particular to live this long. I just wake up every day and somehow I'm still alive. But I worked for 50 years in an industry that hated old people. They didn't hate them exactly. They just didn't want to be reminded of them. You see, I had a career in broadcasting and more specifically in talk radio back when it was a thing. And the constant drumbeat from the bosses was 25-54. That was the age demographic they were shooting for because then as now, that's what advertisers bought. The reason being their belief that the older you get, the more set in your ways you become and the less likely you are to buy the crap they're selling. There's some truth to that. Another way of putting it, though, is to say the older you get, the smarter you get, and the less likely you are to buy the crap they're selling. But those of us in talk radio tried so hard to come off as being hip that we had our call screeners ask the age of our callers, and the older you were, the further back in line you went. And the one thing old codgers like me love to do is announce our age. I don't know how many times one of the forbidden, the older, managed to slip through, and the first thing you would hear was, "Hi, Ken, I'm Bill from Ontario, and I'm 82 years old." And we would immediately head for the bleep button. I'm not exaggerating. Then as now, the elderly were the exception to the isms rule. Racism, bad. Sexism, bad. Ageism, not so bad. But it's okay. It's just the price you have to pay for living so long. And it might just be worth your while to consider that if you're lucky, you too may have the privilege of being a one percenter. Then we'll see if you think those old fart jokes are quite as funny. Actually, they are pretty funny. A couple of my favorites. Old age makes for great multitaskers. I can laugh and pee at the same time. That's pretty good. Another one. What's the best part of old age? It doesn't last very long. So on that note, I'm out. Time for my nap.